GHKL on Kaieteur Radio 99.1 and 99.5 FM. Welcome to the National Outlook on Wednesday, September 29th. We've had a bit of a drama here recently, and it's not ended as yet. On Sunday, we read this story, the caption on page 14 of Kaieteur News. Ministry cancels several retendered projects after media exposures. Claims no mischief afoot, but mulls scrapping steel sheets venture. By way of context, and for those who don't know, the tender for some steel sheets, about $184 million worth, Guyana dollars, has been retendered 4 times. Now, I hear about no mischief afoot. I would like to believe that. I really want to believe that, but you know what? I don't. I'm sorry, Mr. Minister. I'm sorry, Minister Zulfikar Mustafa. I don't believe that no mischief was afoot. Again, I regret having to say that, but I just can't. You know, one of the benefits of being 3 years at the Gold Board, a state agency, was that I think I came away with some taint just by being around dirty people. And there were a few really good people, but just being there. But I got to understand and appreciate how deep and how vast corruption is in this country. In this country. In just about every sector in this country, public and private. In just about every state agency. And I say that with conviction and with authority of being there. So when I hear about a tender for steel sheets being done over, being retendered 4 times, 1 time I could live with, and then somebody tells me, the Ministry of Agriculture tells Guyana that no mischief was afoot. I'm like, what kind of a fool do you think I am? What kind of fool do you think we all are? I mean, for anybody to preside over this, the minister or the PS or the head of this or that subsidiary, and to tell us that, it just flies in the face of common sense. I mean, I had little faith to begin with in what governments tell me. I want to tell you something. I want to go back a little bit. When I was part of a state agency under the coalition government, I publicly wrote, it was carried in Kaieteur newspaper, I think, but definitely in another section of the media, for ministers to be fired in the coalition. Minister Felix, Minister Ramjatan, Minister Yearwood, for failure to perform or for shortcomings in their work or some other thing. One minister got so incensed with me that he wrote in the paper objecting. Well, that's on the record. That's not manufactured for now. So I'm saying, I could have said that then. What is happening now? Where are government supporters, honest, conscientious ones saying, hey, there is a problem here, and there's a problem in many other places. Yes, we hear what you're saying, but look, let's get to the bottom of these things. Let's really get to the bottom of these things. You don't tell me no mischief afoot and expect me to absorb that nonsense. The fact that we've got to dance between the raindrops, you've got to jump through all these hoops, only makes the matter worse. The minister should disassociate himself from this. The agency should be out of this and let some independent body, agency, a reputable one, a recognized one, have a look into what went on here. The tender process, really, I thought it would have been something different. Procurement, we're talking about hundreds of millions of dollars at a time, totaling many, many billions of dollars. Infrastructure, projects, you name it. It's just a lot of money. And I understand that supporters have to get, people who gave the PPP and the coalition government money are in the front of the line. But people who qualify, people, the smaller guys who did not give as much money, or who may not even be a support, who qualify, who are the best bid, they should not be penalized. That is fairness. That is honest integrity. That is leadership principle. Most of all, I say, wrote in was scarred in Starbrook and Kaieteur, the politicians of they must not be anywhere around these things. I have no regard for politicians. Let's get that straight. I think that's obvious by now. You shouldn't too, but you've got to make up your mind for yourself. I'm GHK Lal. This was the National Outlook on Kaieteur Radio 99.1 and 99.5 FM.